What's up, everyone? This is Tony with JRNYcrypto. In this video, we actually have some pretty big things to talk about, some great news, as well as more FUD from JP Morgan, China, and other things we are going to discuss. So we have the Bitcoin Taproot upgrade finally locked in for November. We have some big things to talk about with Ethereum as well, making Ethereum very bullish. We do have that London hard fork coming in July. So before we get started, I do appreciate if you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit the bell to be notified when I make new crypto videos. Alright guys, so before we jump into the markets and discuss the major crypto news, I do want to give you guys a quick channel update. I will be doing the trading series updates over the next week. So we are in a loss on some of the trades for the 1K to 10K trading series. I haven't really done an update on this because the markets have been bad. Things have been uncertain, and a lot of people have been having trouble with major platforms in the US. So I really didn't want to do an update while everyone was having problems here. So I will be doing an update on the 1K to 10K coming up, as well as an update on the 10K to 100K Binance US trading series. I do believe we hit the goal of $100,000, so that trading series is over. We'll discuss the entire series, all the trades I made, and what I'm planning to do going forward with this as well. So I do want to improve the channel as much as possible. Even if we are in a bear market, I'm going to continue doing videos and improving the channel. So over the past few months, I have been designing and building my own company and website, which I have mentioned with the membership website, which will be launching soon. Very close to being ready for launch. I will only be allowing a limited amount of members into this because I do want to make sure I'm providing enough value with this. So I will have announcements coming with that. I am trying to quit caffeine and coffee right now as well, which is extremely hard if anyone's ever done this, because I do believe it will improve my workflow in the long term, and I do want to make better quality videos here and be improving in general. All right guys, so jumping into the crypto markets, we do have Bitcoin surprisingly holding pretty stable above 35,000. We do have Ethereum holding around 2,400 as well. We do have ADA up around 3% today. It did have a decent drop yesterday, now recovering around $1.50. So pretty much besides that, anything below the top 10 is not looking great. We are having altcoins drop, and I do believe Bitcoin dominance is rising again, especially because there's so much focus on Bitcoin with a lot of panic in the markets as well. We do have the Ethereum London hard fork coming in July, as well as some other news I'm going to go over that does make Ethereum very bullish as well. So like I always say, I do keep the majority of my portfolio in top 10 cryptocurrencies, and overall I'm still up massive on everything I'm holding in the top 10, even up a lot on the majority of small cap altcoins I'm holding. So this is why it's important to have a good entry strategy and exit strategy. I do think the entry strategy is more important than the exit strategy because this shows where you're going to be buying in. For me, I personally look to buy on major dips, and I do dollar cost averaging. I did this in the last bull market. I did it through the entire bear market, which is where I picked up my best deals, and I'm doing it through this bull market as well, and will continue doing this because I have a very long-term outlook on cryptocurrencies. And the good thing about cryptocurrency this time around, if we are entering a bear market, which I don't think we are, is the fact that we do have opportunities to earn passive income on the cryptocurrencies that we're holding by lending, yield farming, staking, and other things that do allow us to earn passive income this time around. Last time the bull market ended, we did not have these type of things, so pretty much everyone was just holding without really earning and without really any vision on what was to come. So as we discussed in the last video, we do have a couple events coming up that did cause panic in the space, but surprisingly Bitcoin and Ethereum are holding up quite well. So we had a lot of FUD over the past few days also with JP Morgan. We do have China that I do believe is going to be moving into a full cryptocurrency ban. We do have another country discussing a full crypto ban. Just a lot of FUD on top of a lot of great news at the same time. So there's a lot of confusion in the space. The space is moving sideways. People really don't know where things are headed. And in times like this, when there's major uncertainty, people are either going to pull out to stable coins or they're going to sell altcoins to jump into top 10 cryptocurrencies that are safer, like Bitcoin and Ethereum, which is what I think we're seeing right now with a lot of altcoins down a few percent, while Bitcoin and Ethereum are holding stable. So what we did have in discussion was the Bitcoin death cross looming, and then we did have President Biden with the G7 summit. possibly discussing cryptocurrencies. Biden National Security Advisor says G7 needs to deal with the cryptocurrency challenge. I do believe this is going to be tomorrow at some point. So we'll see what happens out of that. But so far, the crypto space is holding up. We could have a bloody Sunday, but from the looks of it, we might have a small dip and then continue moving sideways. So if we get the markets on a steady rise for a few weeks, I think after that is when people are going to be comfortable re-entering the markets, especially with these major blockchain upgrades coming, like Bitcoin Taproot upgrade and the London hard fork for Ethereum. We do have Gogan for Cardano, as well as many other updates for big cryptocurrencies coming. The fundamentals continue rising. The crypto space is developing no matter what the prices are at. So this is why I do accumulate through the bear market. I'm very confident in cryptocurrencies. I don't see them going away. While this space is extremely volatile, that also presents great opportunity. So you can take this further in shorting or longing the markets with leverage trading, but personally I stay away from this, and I do recommend anyone new to the markets stay away from this as well. This is why I've never done a deal with a leverage platform, even though there's millions of dollars on the table there to promote platforms like this. I don't do this just because pretty much 90% or more of people, especially those that are new to the markets, end up losing with leverage trading. So just be very cautious with that. But even when the markets are going down, there's great opportunities. Like we discussed in last video, even coming out of the last bull market here, we did have multiple big bounces. So even if you do want to get out of the markets, selling during the mass panic when it is at the bottom is not a good idea, and you should wait for a bounce, because even exiting a bull market, there's still going to be major support, people buying the dips and moving back upwards. As we see, we did have two crashes here where we did have a great recovery, as we discussed in yesterday's video. So the major upgrade that's coming to Bitcoin, that's been in discussion today, Bitcoin Taproot upgrade finally locked in, activation set for November. With Taproot achieving the 90% critical consensus mark among mining nodes, all is now set for Bitcoin soft fork activation later in November. This is massive. And we also have other blockchain upgrades coming to other cryptocurrencies. A lot of this type of stuff really helps the demand of cryptocurrencies rise. And funny enough, this actually does line up with where the bull market is supposed to be peaking around October, November, as we have been discussing as well with the stock to flow model. And then we did discuss this Bitcoin rainbow price chart yesterday, where we haven't entered this orange to red territory yet, which is where you should be looking to sell and be taking profits along the way. And entering the green to blue is generally where you want to be buying, and that's usually where we're at through a bear market. So we're at a very uncertain period right now. And if you guys check the last bull market here, we were in that yellow uncertainty period right here as well, around end of September 2017, with Bitcoin around $3,500 before it really started rallying to its true peak price of around $20,000. So imagine how many people in the markets sold right here thinking that was the peak, around 4,000, or panic sold with that major dip down to 3,200 to 500, and then it rallied to $20,000. So emotions are high right now. A lot of hate is going around in the crypto space. Everyone is uncertain of what's to come. Personally, I believe in the space long term, so this doesn't affect me as much. And I really don't invest out of emotions. I take time to think of things logically and make decisions this way. So to quickly go over what the Bitcoin Taproot upgrade is and will do for Bitcoin, there was a tweet here by Mackenzie, I think goes over this well. Taproot is the first Bitcoin upgrade in 4 years, has just been approved by miners. This means greater transaction privacy and efficiency, and crucially, it unlocks the potential for smart contracts, a key feature of its blockchain tech. So Bitcoin getting smart contracts is massive. So this is the reason why Ethereum is so big and so many projects launch on the Ethereum blockchain, is because of smart contracts. And this is the major upgrade that Cardano is currently working on as well, with the Gogan mainnet coming end of year. So now we do have this Bitcoin Taproot upgrade coming end of year as well. All of these massive upgrades lining up with where the peak of this bull market is actually supposed to be. If we do look at the stock to flow model here, we should be peaking out sometime October, November, over $100,000 Bitcoin if history does repeat. But keep in mind, history does not always repeat, but it often rhymes. So we have the biggest blockchains in the crypto space with major upgrades coming by end of year, and this does happen to align with where the peak of this bull market would be if history did repeat. But like I said, it's obviously not going to repeat exactly. So we got the Bitcoin Taproot upgrade, we have Cardano Gogan mainnet, we have Ethereum London hard fork coming. So the Ethereum London hard fork will make Ethereum deflationary for the first time ever. This is massive for this blockchain because previously, currently the Ethereum blockchain does not have a hard cap, meaning more Ethereum are generated through mining, and there's no hard cap to how many Ethereum tokens there can ever be, like there is for Bitcoin, where only 21 million Bitcoin can ever exist. Ethereum does not have this currently, but it is the second biggest cryptocurrency in the space regardless. So massive upgrades coming here, the Cardano mainnet coming. We have heard about Dogecoin getting major upgrades as well. Other blockchains and Ethereum competitors, Litecoin has a major upgrade. So major things happening here that I do think is going to be pushing the crypto space forward. We do have other mass adoption things in the works as well, like Visa and MasterCard working on cryptocurrency related services. So a lot of people are skeptical for Ethereum right now because previously their blockchain upgrades have pretty much always been delayed for an extended period of time. So a lot of people are predicting that Ethereum will delay the London hard fork, which won't be good for the short term. So Ethereum's $1.5 billion options expiry on June 25th will be a make or break moment. So we do have that hard fork set for July. So if that is on time, that could be very bullish for Ethereum, especially because coins would start being burned from transactions. So bulls and bears are equally nervous about the possible outcome of the June 25th $1.5 billion options expiry. This, however, could be bullish for Ethereum. So on June 25th, Ethereum will face its largest options expiry in 2021 as $1.5 billion worth of open interest will be settled. The figure is 30% larger than March 26 expiry, which took place as Ether price plunged 17% in 5 days and bottomed near $1,500. However, Ethereum rallied 56% after March's options expiry, reaching $2,500 within just 3 weeks. So some people are taking that as a bullish signal, especially with the London hard fork coming for July shortly after this options expiry. So the next week here is very crucial for the crypto space, in my opinion, whether we hold support and then are on a steady incline over the next few weeks, or there is something that does cause more mass panic. We drop to the low 30,000, even the mid 20,000s for Bitcoin. A lot of people still predicting we have to test that $24,000 to $25,000 Bitcoin before we can start moving upwards again. So manipulation will continue. We do have to be aware of this, which is why it's so important to have a good strategy. Know your long-term vision here. If you're just in it for the short term, then you should be very aware of how volatile this is as well and be ready to take profits. So I do believe things are going to be looking good end of year. In the short term, anything can happen, as I always state, especially with discussion of regulations. If it is something bad, this definitely could cause more mass panic. So $288,000 Bitcoin price still in play, says Plan B, as Bloomberg champions Bitcoin halving. Bitcoin would surprise the stock to flow creator if it fails to return to its forecast trajectory, with 3 years still to go until crunch time. So following that stock to flow model, we still aren't at the peak of the bull market here. And it is projected that we would hit $288,000 in the next 3 years. Confident analyst Plan B has said after Bitcoin USD shed 7% on June 12th. So $300,000 Bitcoin is definitely far out of reach. In my opinion, $100,000 is definitely possible by end of year still. Of course, anything can happen in the short term. So I am bullish for end of year here, where the stock to flow model does show we should be peaking out from the previous bull market. But I don't think that will be the peak of this current bull market if that does happen. Like I have previously stated as well, I'm still bullish on 2022 as these major blockchain updates roll out. It's not just going to crash into a bear market once these updates are out. These major blockchain upgrades are going to greatly improve these networks and make mass adoption possible, especially with Cardano launching and then the Ethereum London hard fork. Everything is improving in general. The fundamentals continue rising while prices fluctuate. This is why I'm very bullish on cryptos in the long term. They're not going away. They're only improving. We're only getting more mass adoption with time. So we do have some crazy stuff happening with NFTs as well. Everyone claiming NFTs are dead, but they are far from dead, as we can see with these two articles. An NFT of the photo that inspired Dogecoin just sold for $4 million. We also had another major sale of a CryptoPunk. This is a record-breaking sale for CryptoPunks as well that just happened. So an auction set new world records for $11.8 million for a CryptoPunk sale. And this was a COVID alien, basically one of the CryptoPunks with a mask. So these came out as the first NFTs in 2017. And this was, of course, before coronavirus. So I could see why this one, being one of a kind, sold for this much. So I don't believe NFTs are anywhere close to dead. It's really the NFTs that don't have true scarcity and rising demand that are just losing value because no one wants them. So of course they're going to be losing value. So finding the right NFTs is important. You shouldn't just be buying anything out there. The project should have true scarcity. It should have rising demand. It should also be visually appealing, and you should be able to find something about the project that does show it will continue rising demand over time. These are the type of NFTs I think are good investments. So my best investment over the last couple months hasn't been an altcoin or a cryptocurrency. It's actually been NFTs, and that's been the Bored Ape Yacht Club. As I have mentioned here a couple times, I did change my Twitter profile picture the day after I bought them. When the price floor for these was around 0.1 ETH, and now it's around 2 ETH. So that's nearly a 20x just for the price floor. Some of these even selling for over 10 ETH. The record sale has been 50 ETH so far. So that's it for today's crypto news and market update. I hope you guys found it useful. Lots of major things happening, lots of FUD happening as well, which I really didn't cover too much in this video, but I did go over in the last video if you do want to check some of that out. So if you guys do want to get more educated in the crypto space, I do have a cryptocurrency guides playlist on my channel here. Over 15 videos here, great value on my exit strategy, how I invest in the crypto space for long-term success, what I look for in altcoins, and some tutorials and stuff. So definitely check that out or send that to anyone in the crypto space that may need that. Again, if you guys found the video useful, I appreciate if you subscribe and hit the bell to be notified for my daily videos. And you could drop a like, comment below, and share the video anywhere, which also helps the channel grow, and I do appreciate. Again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.